Hello, folks. I'm the Red, and this is Crusader Kings 3. I have been wanting to do this journey here since the expanded map was announced. And, in fact, I have done so. I have recorded this episode multiple times and have scrapped it for any number of different reasons, from technical bugs to personal life intruding to at least one that I just really didn't like the way the video turned out. So I'm not going to get a lot of details here. I'm just going to I'm going to introduce our main character here, Okada Kagafumi. Okada is a very average man, a young man, quite quick-witted and a little handsome, but otherwise fairly average. No skills stick out. He's brave, ambitious, stubborn, but patiently so. And other than that, there's only one thing that sticks out about Okada, which is that he has learned something that he really shouldn't know. He has lived his life in Japan, in the land of the rising sun, and he has learned that there is another island on the other side of the world, a land of the setting sun. Okada is not content. He is ambitious, as we see. He's not content with staying where he has been born, because Japan has entered an era of peace, and there's not much room for him to grow. He would have to serve someone in this structured system that doesn't really fit him. He's just too stubborn for it. And so he has done the brave thing and planned a long journey to the other side of the world, where he knows that there is turmoil and unrest. And with turmoil and unrest comes opportunity. So Okada here is going to set out on this long journey all the way to Ireland. And that is going to be the gist of our series here. Let's begin with the path stretching on and on. My camp is quiet. Just a few scattered tents and pack animals yawning in the breeze. Most people here are miscellaneous chaff that flit in and out of a group on the road with each new settlement. Few faces catch my eyes as ones I recognize. And we're going to determine who those are here. We have Satsuko the Handsome and Takamura the Honest. That's actually probably what we're going to go with. Yamake, she's a very old, rational coward. Yamahito the Bearded. Some intellectuals. I don't think we're going to go with them. Mamu and Momome. I don't really see a reason to go with them. They're intellectually great, but I think what we need right now is some scrappers. And then we're going to go ahead, pick our camp purpose. We're going to become explorers. Of these 4 options here, I mean, we could remain wanderers, but there's no benefit to it. Of these 4 options, we're not really swords for hire. That's not really what we're planning to do. We're not wanting to go around fighting wars, because that's going to drag us all over the place. That's going to take time. Scholars implies a sedentary lifestyle, some light traveling, but not much. And we want to do heavy. I mean, we want to get to the other side of the world. It's going to take a while. And then freebooters this is criminals. We're not criminals. So we're explorers. As for Okada's personal lifestyle, he's going to be destination focused. He wants to visit all the interesting and unique places along the path. And here we have a few contracts. Protect the innocent. I mean, normally I'd say like the escort the emissary is like this is the contract we usually want most of the time, but like what are you asking us to? I'm gonna close this for just a moment so we can visit the castle here and go to the tavern, maybe listen to someone's story. Uh let's see who's up for recruitment. Yamake. This was one of the people that we initially passed on, but if she wants to join for free, sure. And oh my, who is that? This woman here, Noriko. She's actually quite homely, and she's a zealot, but of the same faith as us. She's gluttonous and shy. I'm Okada, like, you know, attraction. It's beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but like, what are you doing? Let's have second thoughts. Let's have your guy pull you away here. But there is an intriguing hooded figure. We're getting all the little events here. Oh, the Kokushi. The he's the equivalent of a count, right? Or yeah, the equivalent of a count. Um, there's no seating tax. There's actually a bit of gold, actually. This is outrageous, the Kokushi exclaims, clearly flustered. The ruffian's threatening this guy. We are better than this, surely. We saved the nobleman. Let's take a look at the castle. Well, there's some people arguing over here, too. Ikimaru. This is a loyal man. Yeah, honestly, you want to come work for me? Like, you're unloading these cars. How one noble loses his life to the watch. Yeah, you let someone die on accident. It wasn't really your fault. You want to come join me? Okay, I think we're done here at the castle, and let's go protect the innocent. Well, first, before that, we're gonna go Arrows of Yamato. And we're gonna make this green a little darker here. Our pavilion, I'm not gonna work on it just yet. Let's go check with this contract. This guy wants to pay us. Hardworking folks of Akita are in need of help. The Kokushi offers kind rewards for altruistic adventurers. Caravan Master, you're both poor, but you're a little faster. And we can scout for talent along the way. And we set off. Wait, what? And now we set off. I don't know. I felt like I clicked it correctly. You know, this is not it's not a good sign. Anyways, told that nature is venerated here in Yorihara. We watch as a wise man does some rituals and find it fascinating. We don't become wise ourselves for it. While visiting the Shinjufu district, fortified center of the imperial pacification in northern Japan. So we're traveling here in northern Japan. These are areas that have been recently pacified. If we check our followers here, we can actually see that they're not Yamato like we are. They're actually the ethnic minority here in northern Japan. Well, they're not the minority at this point in time, but going on into the future, they become an ethnic minority. Animals, thugs, ruffians. The common people of Kuni are agitated, and I fear they may rise in arms any moment. No reason to compromise. We should do our best here, which is to say we should move with a fair bit of haste. And I don't want to close that screen, actually. So here we are, early February, and it's going to take us a little while to do this. That nobleman we saved will give us some gold. We ask, so we will ask. I'm going to speed things up just a little bit here. It's going to take us, I mean, genuinely the better part of a year. Dancing flames. A light rainfall accompanies us as we traverse the woods. As the drizzle intensifies, I notice dancing lights. My caravan leader advises caution. Yes, best not to linger. As we trudge down the road, a building hove into view. An inn. No luck here tonight. We barely got enough for our current lodgers, let alone anyone new. Especially not you ragtag types. Surely we can come to an agreement. There we are, some comfortable trappings. And I mean, this has been the better part of a year already. We're going to take a risk. And we fail to protect people. We're not going to spend years doing this. I'm sorry, you counted on the wrong people. No one else came to help. A martial contest. There's this giant of a man wanting to wrestle people, but honestly, there's no reason for us to risk losing that fight, and it is a big risk. Which is to say, it is very unlikely we would win the fight, not that it's that risky to do so. Anyways, valiant soldiers of fortune. Noble envoy needs protection from bandits. And yeah, we can take you north. Right through the area where we just failed to protect some of the peasantry from bandits. It's fine. They're not going to, you know, attack us. Oh, a couple of our people are becoming friends. Good for them. Satsuko the Handsome. Okay, we should head back to our camp. You gave us a nice bit of gold here. And we're actually going to spend that right away on getting a supply tent. It'll be nice to have the larger stash of supplies. And then hunt criminals. Okay, let's begin with moving south here. Yeah, we're uncovering a few more things that we could do. We're actually sticking close to the mountains here as we travel. Not deliberately or anything, just by happenstance. And you want us to hunt some criminals for you. I mean, this is kind of the thing that we do well. Small group travels faster. And we're going to go into a circuit here. We first meet... Oh, no. We're not going to go into a circuit. We first meet Miko the Depraved. And the arrows of Yamato spread out towards and around her own little band of ne'er-do-wells. There's only 4 of us right now. Well, 5 including ourselves. You sniveling, ignorant little cur, barks Miko. Out here doing the Koshi's will. Come then, hound. Face me and prove you're nothing more than a yelping lapdog. Let us try to ambush her. She escapes. Oh, as we're traveling through Tone, we see a tomb. No one would miss it if we just took some things here. We're visiting the mining settlement, the famous mining settlement, or, well, a significant mining settlement. Oh. Figure stumbles into my camp, dirty and tired, clearly in need of a square meal. They're more like me. I mean, you're not much of a fighter, so we're not really getting you for a blade, but you're a little bit of a diplomat. We could use another blade. We could use someone else with some skills. Caught outside. Just as we're about to set out, starts snowing. Can't help but curse my poor luck. An opportunity to rest. It's going to take us a little bit, but we don't want to get sick. Not with, without any physician. Mercenaries of Echu. When a loud band of ragtag-looking sellswords comes barging in, the British leader pushes one of my guards aside, audaciously sits down at my table. Nobleman, eh? My lord, interested in services, the best band of mercenaries. What? Oh, wow. We could get 600 men? Or we could pay to specifically hire this man who is a blade master. Like, not even an aspiring blade master, he's a straight up blade master. I have the perfect job for you. None of you would be better. We're gonna make the handsome man our second. None of you would make a good physician. Visiting Hoshiroikan, old traditional inn. We're just chasing this woman around. We're now widely known. And visiting Mount Fuji, I'm gonna ask this nobleman that owes us for some food. Did we just fail to find that woman? Like, she escaped and that was it? And then we just had to make the long trek all the way around in a big circle? Okay. We can take a woman up north for some gold. We are, it's been a year. And we're literally no further along Our caravan master here, or sorry, our second, um, is worried about crossing an ant path. This is nonsense. I'll take over as guide and get us lost. Well, okay. Supply tents are completed. Uh... So... part of me is like baggage train. Because it, you know... Yeah, baggage train. More transport contracts. Satsuko is saying that we're a abhorrent sycophant. Would be a way better leader than him. Is that the wind I hear? Superstitious. Oh, and we're meeting a hermit. Eh. Yeah, let's just go. We don't need to sit and listen to some hermit's predictions. Why are we... should head back to my camp. You will also give us some provisions. And I think next we're going to look at... yeah, none of these are things that we really want to do. I don't really want to become a criminal. Oh. Hojo Sandori the Heathen. You're a Buddhist monk here. You have a place for a man of Buddha? Priest maybe, but not a priest of the Shinto faith. Stay a night. Tell us of your stories. Yeah. And so let's go escort this man to the same place. I mean, you could have like both given us these at the same time. Or not. Wada Miko. A willing follower. Come across a woman while passing through Futara. She's greedy and furrows her brow as I approach. Buddha be with you. I'm Wada Miko, the resident healer and herbalist. Oh, an excellent physician. I can only pay you in food and clothes, but... and she's in her 50s, so she probably won't make it all the way to the west with us. Here's a man, a pilgrim's to Hitachi. Please, leader, can we be allowed to rest by your campfire? Yeah, enjoy our campfire. These pilgrims, we know how we have no reason to turn down pilgrims who, you know, they just need some warmth by our fire. We're not going to rob them. We're getting plenty of gold, you know, wandering back and forth, escorting people to safety. And then we should head right on back. And we should ask you for more provisions again. You won't give us gold, but you'll give us provisions each time we do this. I'm gonna go ahead and say... what? They call you Leader Kagafumi the Corrupt. What? Preposterous. Why? Why are we suddenly the corrupt? Oh. And... I'm sorry, what? In the dead of night, on our camp near Aizu, I step out quietly. What was that sound? That's when I see it. My champion, Satsuko, creeps up to my acquaintance. This was the aspiring blade master that we hired. Sudden forceful push sends him hurling down into the abyss because he was resting by a sheer drop. Guards! I mean... Yeah, well, behead. Like, why did you murder him? I mean, because you're a sadist? Wow. Our camp went in a very odd direction here. Let's come down here to this city. Visit it. And we want to look at some craftsmen. Maybe get a good weapon. I mean, this is a strong spear. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Muneko's spear. And... Okada Lamanier armor. How much is it? I mean, the other of these two are not nearly good. Spear and armor. I mean, if there's just murderers going about, sure, that might be a good thing to get. Let's listen to a story. Let's see who's for recruitment. No one here except those that want to charge us. Town Crier might have something for us. No, we're only looking for... transporting, because we have... I mean, after that, we just have... I mean, we're 5 followers. But, like... that was abrupt. We're just, you know, going about our thing, and one of our guys decides to kill someone else just in the party. Let's plan on heading to the capital. I'm going to say... nope. Yeah, something like that. Visit all these temples down here. I mean, I feel like we need to cleanse ourselves after that. A willing follower. This man wants to join getting tired of getting kicked around like a dog. He would make an excellent stooge, but honestly, I don't want its excellent stooge right now. Let's organize our camp. Gives us some more speed, reduces our provision usage, and increases our capacity, all of which are things we want. Oh, and there's an artifact delivery contract. Hopefully that'll stay by the time we reach the capital. Yeah, I was really not expecting some murders. I believe I began this episode by mentioning the fact that I have had to re-record this episode multiple times. Here we are, Issei's Shrine, sacred to the sun goddess, Ama Amaterasu, uh, among the most hallowed of shrines. The food at Gunji's residence, the Gunji's residence, in Igawa is excellent, of course. He's asking what to get us. Gold never goes amiss. Kanfuku Temple, dating back to the 7th century. It's one of the 7 great temples of Nara. A Buddhist temple. We are Shinto, but, you know, this is not a either-or thing between Shinto, Buddhism, and the various faiths, particularly in Japan. This man here would be a good head porter, which we otherwise don't have any real capabilities to get. People, for some reason, finding good head porters is really difficult. He is a devout Buddhist. And a wise man. I can only pay you in food and clothes. So we're visiting university. Can't help but notice we're about halfway through our provision. Stop fretting. It's gonna be fine. We have enough to get us. And we are at the capital of the Empire of Japan. We can see the palace. Well, I mean, we can see the outside of the palace. What do we have here? Hobnob with rulers, some improvised spycraft. Artifact delivery. Where do you want this artifact delivered? All the way back north. I shall mine this artifact well. And yeah, well, start traveling. We don't have the gold to do anything else. We need to buy some provisions or, you know, find out someone. Actually, I always forget about this. Gather provisions. Notify me when this becomes available. Our quartermaster. You would make an average quartermaster. And I'll look for a better second. Well, yeah, I'll look for a better second. Oh, but that does remind me... Not nettle soup again. With my snares, I shall feed us all. And we get wounded. Oh, but our... Okay, you know what? You're our second now. Oh, you would make an excellent caravan master. Scout for talent. A willing follower. You want to become a terrible stooge. I'm sorry. You're a little old, maybe, to be traveling on the road with us. I don't know how many years you have left in you. And we are going to make a long journey. Miko, can you treat this man? He's, not doing well. We need to gather some more people, I think. We've got a hook here. which we can use to get some more provisions. You don't give us much of anything else worthwhile. We can either send scouts because we think we're going in circles, or I know exactly where we are and we'll get delayed a few more days if we fail. But we'll also piss everyone off. You know what? I know exactly where we are. Trust me. Trust me, I know where we're going. It's west. As long as we keep headed west, we will get to our destination. So, it's been a couple of years, and, you know, we keep heading back up to northern Japan. But... Oh, soldiers in Valley below appear to be practicing some type of rare training techniques. I'm always up for a challenge. And we become reckless. Okay, well, we'll never be a great military leader. This man, is this the same man? Probably not, but I'm gonna say it is. Tired of getting kicked around like a dog. You want to be a stooge for us, but you want way too much money for it. Although, checking our champions, like... I mean, you're compassionate. You're stubborn, sure, but... I'll pay you to join our camp, and then you don't even have to be our stooge. Sounds like we got back to camp. Let us visit the castle. Mingle with the locals. Listen to this woman's stories. Oh my, who is that? Takako, a hale hunter. She's a touch older. Well, do you have a map? I just got lost in your eyes. Oh, she joined our camp. I was, not how I was expecting that to go. Let's go check out the supplies. I believe those edibles are going to go bad. Oh, we gained a lot of supplies from that. Surprise supplies. Some... Ooh, I would be up for some traveling. I'm done here. Let's, compare the payment on these 3 contracts here. This one's paying the most. Yeah, I'll take one more trip up north. But for the other 2, I'm not doing it. Oh, and what's the... Oh, we got a trinket and then lost it, I guess. Yeah, it's the delivery that we made. Looking through the market, I feel my purse string cuts. Oh, this little thief here. I have a job for you. Think of that money as your first payment. Our bodyguard, a couple of our champions here are having a row. Yeah, it looks like they're just yelling at each other. Come on, you 2 can make amends. Oh, he left our travel entourage. He did not leave our camp. So he headed back on his own. Okay, that's fine. If he had just left our camp, I would be upset at that outcome, but... Oh, there's a woman here. A albino lunatic. who is a herbalist. So what does this herb do? Oh, there we go. There's something in our favor. We've become an herbalist. Oh, and I wanted to... Since we did... hit on her. Your lovely laugh is the balm of my weary soul. My heart yearns to be by your side, that I may know if your prowess carries off the battlefield, you and I belong together. While I cannot encourage you, my liege, I am most grateful for your kind words. Yours faithfully. And let's keep walking. This man wants to join our camp as a stooge. Hit the road. Oh. Takako and Takamura want to get married. Let's cancel our scheme to romance her. We'll allow the marriage. We will not... I mean, we're not particularly like... I don't know if there's a trait that's like in love with love. You know, like some people are. Where it's like, I just love that there's, love going around. I don't have all the traits in this game memorized. Especially, I haven't played in a while since a few of the DLCs came out. This man wants to become a stooge. No, he wants to become a bodyguard of ours. No, hit the road. I'm sorry, but you are like that other woman. You should be planning for the last stages of your life, and honestly, I don't want you collapsing and slowing us down, which statistically is going to happen if we take you and head out all the way to the other side of the world. There's something therapeutic about cartography, but I always aim to create masterpieces. Doodles amount to little. So these two contracts, this one is... I don't want this contract. And I don't want this one either. They're both requiring us to go back up north. I'm not going north anymore. We are headed... Here's a city. And before we head out, I'm going to visit the castle again. And maybe go see... I believe those edibles are going bad. Yes, they're giving us all sorts of things. Able-bodied men, the garrison. Yukikata. I mean, why are you so expensive? No reason. What about the training grounds? No. Let us go ahead then and travel to this city. Oh, I did want to double check that we are hitting any particularly interesting places along the way. And we can step it up a little. Another birthday. Been 3 years visiting the Itsukurishima Shrine. Flagrant ambitions, see the world constantly flaunted. Enthusiasm comes with camping over the sky. It all forms a quiet, comforting blanket of familiarity. We're not particularly stressed. Train discipline. How? Oh, 10 years. Yeah, let's try to rein in the baggage strange chaos. The Daizafu office, the Imperial Court's administrative center in Kyushu, and the Hakata port. Since the earliest days of Yamato, the port city of Hakata has been a naval gateway. Some more interesting places. Let's do mercenary contracts. Or contacts, I'm sorry. And let's visit the city here. Let's mix with the locals. Dude, how do you tell stories so well? And he tells us. Anyone here in particular that we want to Mitsuko, or rapacious villain, glutton, but robust. I mean, is that why we fell for the other woman? That was Takako. She was robust. She was hale. Found someone even a little more robust. Bit of a glutton. She's callous and greedy. She's also hunted. I mean, they're like always. You know what? I'm gonna say Mitsuko. We're gonna pick you up. And Okada's got a type. Town Crier got anything for us? So if we check our followers, oh, we can't sort by military abilities. This would be the only one that we have. You know what? Martial duties. Give me the contracts for that. We can collect some taxes. This is actually a fairly easy thing to do here. We're not going to take our whole group with us. And really, there's not much to this. We're just going... The mayor, we're just going to talk to some of his men. We're going to check their financial records. For you... let's go over everything in exhaustive detail. Doesn't take too much effort to prize the truth. And then there's this man who... Let's go through his financial records. One more. Let's try to catch him in a lie. And we've got enough. Let's make him pay in full. Discharge my duties well. Some hired muscle I'm a little meh on. And I'm looking at this contract. I don't want this one. I'm looking at this contract. I don't want this one. I don't want to go... You know what? No. One last time. We shall travel swift and safely. We'll take the sea this time. And I need to remember to hit the customization options. It's April when we're setting out. Oh, let me remember to... Tsuko, let us romance you. Yeah. Sit by the supply tent, letting the wounds and smells... I mean, we're going to be sitting by the supply tent in a moment here. We're making land. This is, you know, as we make land up here north. It's different from a life within the safe walls of palace, this camp life. Freedom is easy to enjoy. No obligations, no counselors yapping, no dignitaries to entertain. None of the downsides of the trappings of power. Yet these freedoms are purchased dearly. The constant scrapping for survival wears thin. Increasingly, every night I yearn for a proper bed. When we get there in the west, we are going to claim some land. Here we are getting our payment. And you'll give us some supplies, and you'll give us a bit of gold. We're gonna go ahead, take a couple months going up, take a couple months coming back. Artifact delivery. When we land... Yeah, I don't want this contract. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and take a little break here. We've come a little bit of distance. We started in Taga here. We've crossed all of Japan, but that leaves quite a bit of a road left to travel. Maybe we'll have to kick it into high gear next time. In any case, if you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time, where we will consider playing where we will continue playing Crusader Kings 3.